Core strength is absolutely essential to a strong yoga practice. It's going to help you balance. It's going to help you do so many different things to improve your practice and honestly, your life. Core strength is huge. One of the common poses we see is boat or navasana, and we treat it like a beginner pose because it's very safe and very accessible, but this leads to a lot of people doing it wrong. So we're going to break down boat pose, and we're going to lay a solid foundation so we can start advancing and building up core strength and not just coming into the pose in a way that we think looks good. So you want your knees bent, your feet out, a couple feet away from your seat. You want to sit up tall in your spine, and right away you should kind of feel your core engaging. For me, that means belly button retracting towards the spine, and I'll always remind you to lift up from your pelvic floor as well. So catch the backs of your legs and start to lower to a 45-degree angle. You should really feel your core start to turn on, and this is a hip flexor straightener, so you're going to strengthener, so you're going to feel it here as well. What I see a lot of people do is right away lift up their legs or their arms, and then they start using and they complain to me. They say, well, I feel like I'm only using my hip flexors. You are. You're doing too much too quick. You're not really building up the strength. You're going into how you think the pose should look. You'll see some rounding, some shoulders hunching up. Forget it. Don't feel self-conscious not taking the full-blown pose in class. Start small. Start here, catching the backs of your legs, finding your 45-degree angle. Let your core muscles build up, holding you here. Forget about even lifting up the legs. Step 2 is removing the arms. Step 3, it's one of my favorites. I learned it in a bar class. It's a great core workout, and it's going to make for a stronger boat later on. Arms up, little ups. So that's saying I already have the flex here, and I'm putting an extra little flex to just lift myself up, maybe even a half an inch, quarter of an inch. All right, now you're starting to feel good. You might come to the backs of the legs, and now I'm saying this is 6 weeks, 2 months down the road, then you might start picking up. Next step, once you feel like you're not just relying on the hip flexors, is to let the arms go, and eventually you'll explore lengthening out the legs and coming into that full boat. But never be afraid to start small, to build up the strength, and to get to the bigger pose weeks later.